Hello and welcome to Nordic Brew Lab in Stockholm. This is our current showroom and will soon be transformed to a brand new store. Until then, let's get into today's video. We're going to walk you through how we brew our rare and exclusive coffees at Nordic Brew Lab. You see, we usually use a V60, but for this coffee selection, we use the OREA Baby-O. Why do we use the OREA Baby-O for our rare and exclusive coffees? Well, several reasons. The small size and its design allows you to brew as small doses as 10 grams of coffee. This is a game changer, especially when you have ultra rare coffees with a very high price point. And to increase the accessibility of these coffees, we choose to use the OREA Baby-O, because then we use as small doses as 12 grams. That way, we can dramatically decrease the price to make the coffee more affordable for everyone. Now, let's get into the brewing recipe and why we use it. The OREA Baby-O is a flatbed dripper, and it has a big hole in the middle like this. What this does, it creates a very fast flow rate, and the flatbed design creates a uniform extraction. One of the first things I noticed about this brewer is that the flatbed, combined with the narrow size, helps us to evenly wet the coffee bed without using too much water. So compared to a cone-shaped brewer, I can use less water to efficiently bloom the coffee, which I really like, because that gives me more headroom to play around with different recipes. But today, I'm going to walk you through our rare and exclusive recipe, which we use here in the showroom and in our Malmö store. It begins with 12 grams of coffee to 200 grams of water. Before getting into the brewing, we're always rinsing our paper filters here. Although with these Sibarist filters, there is no paper flavor, so you don't necessarily need to rinse them for that reason. But we do it here to make sure that the filter sticks to the brewer, as well as in some cases to preheat the brewer itself. Now, for our rare and exclusive coffee menus, we use the Sibarist fast filters. These are very thin and promote a fast flow rate. This in turn allows us to grind finer and extract more flavor intensity, but in the cup, it basically means that you get a juicier body, a silkier texture, and more brightness in the cup. Today, we're brewing this washed Typica Mejorado from Ecuador, roasted by POMA coffee. If you haven't heard of them before, it's a research institute based in Copenhagen that grows their own coffee in Copenhagen in their own greenhouse, but they also collaborate with farms all around the world to promote coffee research. This particular collaboration is between Finca Soledad in Ecuador and POMA coffee. So let's get into the brewing. Here I have 12 grams of coffee that I'm going to grind on the fellow old grinder. In this case, it's grind size number 4. So this recipe in total consists of 4 pours. This way, we have 40 seconds in between each pour to fully saturate the coffee and minimize any bypass. So let's get right into it. Here I have my water sitting at 94 degrees. I just added my coffee inside. And let's start the brewing process. We're going to start with a 40 gram pour and let that sit for 40 seconds. Now at 40 seconds, we're going to add another 50 grams of water until we reach a total weight of 90 grams. Here we go. So when the timer shows 1 minute and 20 seconds, we're going to do the next pour, which is also a 50 gram pour. There we go. And when the timer shows 2 minutes, we're going to do our last and final pour, 60 grams, until we reach a total weight of 200 grams of water. Now, with this recipe, we're aiming for a drawdown somewhere between 2 minutes and 40 seconds and 3 minutes. And putting these rare and exclusive coffees aside, I personally love to use this brewer at home now. The flat bed, as well as the fast flow rate, just helps me achieve cleaner and juicier brews compared to cone-shaped brewers. This ran through at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So let's find out how it tastes. Just so bright. So this is, again, a wash process Typica Mejorado from Ecuador. And this has a very bright florals and notes of stone fruits like plum and peach, and has this nice aftertaste that reminds me of an apple. Pierre, you're gonna have some, Mr. Producer. Enjoy. Now, so far, we covered all aspects from the recipe, the grind size, and the water temperature. But is there something we haven't mentioned? You see these ones. Here at Nordic Brew Lab, we custom make our own brew water, and we'll have a separate video where we go into detail. But in a nutshell, we purify the water and then we add different minerals from Apex Lab to tailor it depending on what the process or the origin of the coffee is. So in that case, we can really bring out the full potential of the coffee's flavor. So that's how we brew our rare and exclusive coffees at Nordic Brew Lab. If you have any questions about the recipe or brewing in general, just leave a comment below. And remember to subscribe to our channel for more brewing tips, tricks, and hacks. Thank you so much for watching.